Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good day in New York. Welcome to another edition of Full Court Press. I am your host with the most, Reggie. You can call me Mr. 100 Yards and Running. But we're going to talk about some breaking news this morning or this afternoon. I want to talk about Jaylen Brown for a second. And I'm starting with Jaylen Brown for one reason. Now, to get bumped by a 76er team, which I will dig into later on in the show. But I'm starting with you, Jaylen Brown. And it's time to preach the gospel with you. You go on your podcast or your little live stream or whatever you did, and you talk trash about Joel Embiid. You say that he's flopping. You were up 3-1 against this same 76ers team that had to play their way into the playoffs. Now everybody is saying that's because of Joel Embiid. That could be true. Howsoever, Joel Embiid was playing on one leg. Okay? And a lot of people or a lot of Celtic fans is saying, oh, if Jason Tatum was playing, maybe game 7 would have went differently. True. Howsoever, you go and you put up 33 that game, and I'm giving you credit on that. But y'all were up 3-1 against a playing team. And you let Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and the Philadelphia 76ers come back from a 3-1 deficit, and y'all blow that 3-point deficit from a hurt Joel Embiid. And then Jaylen Brown goes on his little stream or podcast saying that this was the best season that he's ever played. Now, if I was Jason Tatum, that would make me feel some type of way. Because this is the second year in a row that Jaylen Brown has done that. And I give it to Jaylen Brown. 2 years ago, y'all won the NBA title. And you, not Jason Tatum, you were the finals MVP, Jaylen Brown. You get exposed last year by the Knicks, who I will be talking about later on in the show. Then JT is out. He's rehabbing his ACL. He comes back. Now the Boston Celtics are the talk of the NBA again. Oh, the NBA, the end, and y'all exact words was the NBA, the Eastern Conference goes through Boston. Not this year. If that were so, Boston would be in the position that the Detroit Pistons are in. Now, Jaylen Brown, if you're going to leave Boston, just say that. You don't have to do what you did, because if I'm the Boston Celtics and I'm Jason Tatum, that would make me feel some type of way. By you going on your podcast and y'all were up 3-1 and y'all just blew it. Stop it. Move on. It happens in the NBA. Everybody goes through a heartbreaking loss, and it is what it is. Game number 1 tonight. We have 2 games coming on this evening. And both of these teams are coming from brutal Game 7 victories. But who y'all got the edge for? We got the Detroit Pistons, the number 1 seed, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, in the Motor City. Cade Cunningham is averaging 23.9 points per game, while Donovan Mitchell is averaging 27.9 points per game. I see this series going to 7 games, and it's going to drain both of these teams. And here's why I say that. Both of these teams coming off game 7 victories. Detroit, they were also down 3-1 to the Orlando Magic, but that game 7 and Cade Cunningham with Tobias Harris dropping 30 that game, helping Cade who dropped 32 that game, sealed the deal and sent the Magic home. And the Magic, after 5 seasons, has fired their head coach. Who did not see that coming? We all saw this coming. It happens every year. And shout out to Pablo Banchero and the Orlando Magic for balling out that series. They fought. If Orlando would have held their pieces and they would have had Vons Wagner on court with Pablo and the rest of the Orlando Magic, they probably would have had a shot to shock the Detroit Pistons and send the Pistons home. But the Pistons battled their way back. The same with the Cleveland Cavaliers, going into 7 games with the Toronto Raptors. Scotty Barnes was balling out over there, and so was R.J. Barrett, a former Knick. Brandon Ingram didn't play this game, and everybody was like, "Oh, if Toronto had all their pieces, Cleveland would never be in the position that they're in." Possibly true. Howsoever, when you got your center in Jared Allen giving you a double-double, giving you 25 and 13 a night with 3 blocks, this is the series that could expose the Detroit Pistons. And here's why I say that. Jared Durant, the center for the Detroit Pistons, he's good with the pick and rolls and in the paint, but you playing Jared Allen and you playing Evan Mobley. I don't even care about James Harden and Donovan Mitchell and the way that Cleveland is dropping their points. James Harden is lucky he escaped that game 7 victory, and it wasn't because of him. Yeah, he contributed with 18 points, but the Cleveland Cavaliers won that game because of Jared Allen. Jared Allen was a monster in the paint. Mitchell helped him out a little bit, but Jared Allen is the reason why Cleveland is playing tonight in the Motor City against the Detroit Pistons. Now, Jared Allen could be a center who could expose the Pistons inside the paint. Now, if Tobias Harris could drop at least another 30-piece helping Cade Cunningham, Cade needs another shooter around him. Amen Thompson, he's a defensive player. Yes, but he is not a shooter. When you let go Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dennis Schroeder, and Dennis Schroeder is playing for the Cavs tonight, so this is going to be an interesting series. But if I had to pick a team to win this series, I'm gonna have to go with Cleveland in 7. I might be wrong about this series, but I'm giving Cleveland a chance because they're healthy and they got Jared Allen back in that paint. Now, if Jared Allen wasn't playing, and he's the X factor in this series, if Jared Allen was not playing tonight, Cleveland would have no chance in this series because Detroit would dog them in the paint. Also going on tonight, another series, we got game 1 of the Lakers going against the Thunder. We got SGA, who's averaging 31. And we got LeBron James, who's averaging 20. Everybody in this series are all, all my people, all the basketball fans that's out there is doubting the Lakers to not win at least a game in this series. You are wrong. I don't pick the Lakers to win this series because OKC is the defending champions and they're that good. SGA is that good. I'm giving you credit, but you cannot count out the Lakers just yet. Austin Reeves coming back. When they get a healthy Luka Doncic back, Luka and Austin Reeves is a dangerous backcourt to play against, and no team in the NBA, not even OKC, will want to see Luka and Austin Reeves. That takes the pressure off of LeBron James. And LeBron James, all you have to do is keep putting up 20 and 9 or give him 20 and 10. I pick OKC in 6 in this series because we don't know the status of Luka Doncic. Now, if Luka comes back between game 2 and 3, and the Lakers is being able to at least get one win in OKC, then Lakers in 6. But if Luka doesn't come back, and you pending on LeBron James and Austin Reeves to send y'all a message to get y'all to the promised land just to get Luka back, and SGA starts cooking y'all early, I don't see the Lakers winning this series. Last night, we had 2 games. I want to talk about the Spurs and the Timberwolves first. And Knicks fans, bear with me. I will get to the game last night, but I want to do the Spurs and the Timberwolves first because the status of Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, he was questionable in this game, but he came off the bench, y'all. And this game, and I knew this series was going to go back and forth because we got the battle of the Frenchmen, y'all. We got Wemby, and we got Rudy Gobert. Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama is going to be a special talent in this league for years to come. The San Antonio Spurs is dangerous, and they have a shot to go to the NBA Finals this year. But if Anthony Edwards, and I call him go get him Ant, because when he plays these big names and these big stars on this big stage, the boy shows out. And now most people call him Baby Jordan because of his mentality. I think he's not quite there yet because you got to get that chip. But let's see where Ant-Man and the Timberwolves last night getting a 104-102 victory. Victor Wembanyama's stats, y'all. I want to talk about his stats for a second. He had 11 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 blocks. I'm going to repeat that again. 12 blocks. Anything that was going inside the paint, Wembanyama was smacking it. Any layup that was coming his way, Victor Wembanyama was just smacking him back. It was like a SWAT team all night with this man. 12 blocks? When was the last time we ever, in any age, seen an NBA player with this talent? 12 blocks? That's just beyond crazy for me. But Ant-Man coming off the bench, dropping 18 points, and Julius Randle, the former Knick, dropping 21 with the Timberwolves getting the victory and stealing game 1. So now Minnesota leads this series 1-0. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs, I don't see them going down 0-2 to the Timberwolves. I see the next game they tie it up. But Victor Wembanyama, you are how tall? And you was 0 of 8 from 3-point range. You don't need to shoot threes, Victor. You got shooters for that. 12 blocks. All you had to do was stay in the paint, grab the rebound, and because you was sending shots all night. But 0 of 8 from 3. I have a problem with certain big men in the league who think they Rasheed Wallace. Those that know who Rasheed Wallace is. Some of these big men need to stop. And it's sad for me to say that, but it's facts. I don't know about any of y'all, but I'm so sick and tired of seeing Nikola Jokic shooting threes. I'm so sick and tired of seeing Victor Wembanyama shooting threes. I don't want to see Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting threes. Y'all have shooters for that. The same goes for my Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns. I understand you a big man that like to shoot the three sometimes when you got it. But we got shooters for that. We don't need these big men to keep going inside. And I get it. You want to draw the big man from the paint. Smart play, but bad play sometimes because a big man shooting the three is 50%. With guys like Jokic who's shooting 43% from three. Same with Karl Anthony Towns shooting 41% from three. That's good, but we got shooters for that. And teams are going to start picking that up. And they're going to be shutting y'all down. That's what we don't want to see. Now I want to talk a little bit about the Philadelphia 76ers. Last night at MSG, Madison Square Garden, game one of the semifinals. We had our Knicks going against Joel Embiid. Now, Joel Embiid, I want to talk about you because before this series started, you were sitting there like, oh, I don't want Knicks fans to come to Philadelphia because they're so rude and they're so ignorant, and we need our fans. And shout out to the Philly fans, and I'll buy y'all tickets, and all this is on me. Joel Embiid, you are playing on one leg. I can see if you was healthy, but you are playing on one leg. Now, if Cat expose you again on game two, I don't even pick the Sixers to win a game in this series. Knicks might sweep them. Now I know I'm going over my head. Some fans are, oh, you going over your head, Reg. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
Here's
he
why.
ain't. He not going over his head. I already called it. I said, listen, Knicks in 4. Knicks in 4.
He did.
Y'all keep underestimating. If we get this Karl Anthony Towns, I'm sorry to interrupt you, brother.
No, you good.
If you get this Karl Anthony Towns every game, it ain't no way that I see Philly winning this series whatsoever.
At all.
And to piggyback off of what you said, that thing Joel Embiid said, he don't realize that fueled the Knicks more. And that fueled the fans more. Because one thing you left out, bro, the 76ers president also said the same thing. He was like, yo, we're not selling no tickets to no Knicks fans, this, that, and the third. You're buying your fan base. That's what you're doing right now.
Yes.
You are buying your fan base. Yes, Knicks fans get a little rowdy, but you have to, like, a lot of people have to understand this. And I'm gonna let you finish with the show. A lot of people have to understand this about the Knicks fans. We're always at the wedding, but we're never the bride.
That's true.
Let me say that again.
Yeah, say
We
that
are
again.
always at the wedding, but never the bride. A lot of people are saying, this is our year. This is our year. Nope. The only way I'm going to say this is our year is if they say the New York Knicks are the Eastern Conference champions and on their way to the finals. Now, if we play, depending on who we play, if we play the Thunder, it's going to be a game 7, straight like that. I'm not even going to sit here and sugarcoat it. If we play, I'm going to just be honest. If we play anybody in the West, it's going to be a game 7. Because the West got dogs out there. And that's something we have to worry about. But I wanted to add my 2 cents to that. Because
anytime, because that's facts.
I totally agree with what you're saying. Yes, you can call me biased because it's New York. My brother's representing the colors. Listen.
You already.
Listen. I'm going to say this again. I told my job, if the Knicks win the championship, do not expect me to come in the following day. I will be at that parade. I'm letting you know where I'm going to be. That's history right there. I am not me. But go ahead, brother. Thank you for letting me say my piece.
Oh, anytime. You already. And that's what we do. We spit straight facts here. The Knicks in this game at MSG, from start to finish, was cooking Philly. Everybody's like, oh, Philly just came off a tough series against Orlando. Do I see this game going 7 games? Hell no. Can Philly get 1? Possibly. Everybody's like, oh, nah. Paul George still got it. Stop it. Paul George hasn't been the same since he's got injured and left the Indiana Pacers. And you saw what happened to them. Now, yeah, Indy took us out last year because Tyrese Halliburton was on another level. But look where they are at now. And look where the New York Knicks are at now. Philly. Nick Nurse. Everybody's like, oh no, Nick Nurse is going to get it together in game 2. No, he is not. And it's not just because of Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. You got to give credit where credit is due in New York. You got to give credit to Josh Hart. You got to give credit to OG Anunoby. Hey, I'm giving y'all flowers. You got to give credit to Deuce McBride off the bench and Jordan Clarkson. They playing like dogs. Even Jose Alvarado. That was a trade that said to me that, wait a minute, Knicks got something here. Because off the bench, backing up Brunson, Jose Alvarado is a dog. And that's something that the Knicks needed on defense to back up Brunson. So that was a smart trade, bringing Jose Alvarado in. So now that puts depth on a New York Knicks bench. Plus a Mitchell Robinson, the Knicks got a starting 5 on their bench. Everybody's like, oh, Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet is not a shooter. Landry Shamet is shooting almost 50% from 3. It took him to go to another team to come back to New York and say, okay, I can do this. Let me get my shot back together. The Knicks got depth. And as long as that deck continues to play, and Josh Hart, you got to give Josh Hart credit because a lot of people don't give Josh Hart his due. You getting your flowers today, Josh Hart. That steal and the way that they were cooking Philly on the defensive end. The second quarter, I'm giving y'all second quarter stats. The Knicks scored 41-26 in the second quarter, y'all. Brunson had 27 points to end the half. He finished the game with 35. Nobody other than Paul George was the lead scorer for Philadelphia with 17 points. And everybody's like, oh, PG is back. PG-13. PG, Paul George is back. No, he's not. Yeah, Paul George can shoot. But I don't see consistency from Paul George. Tyrese Maxey. Everybody's like, oh, Tyrese Maxey is one of the fastest guards in the NBA. Tyrese Maxey could get you 30. Tyrese Maxey could get you 40 or 50. Stop it. He's good, but he's not SGA. Sorry. That's just me being real. Then you got the rookie VJ Edgecombe. Never been in the playoffs a day in his life. Talented kid, but it's got to take more than talent to beat this type of Knicks team. Because Jalen Brunson, every time Jalen Brunson play the 76ers, he's cooking y'all. Who on the 76ers going to guard Jalen Brunson? Don't say Tyrese Maxey because he don't play defense like that. Edgecombe is a rookie. He's cooking y'all. Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns. If you keep playing like this, the Knicks got a possibility. And when this series started, before this series started, everybody was picking the Celtics to win the East. When the Celtics got beat by the 76ers, them odds went out the window and went into the favor of the New York Knicks. And everybody's like, oh, what if the Knicks play Detroit? Yeah, Detroit is a good defensive team. But like I said, they only got Cade Cunningham. Tobias Harris is not consistent. He's not going to give you 32 nights. He's going to give you a good 30 points one night, and another night he probably going to get you what? 14, 16 points? That ain't going to cut it. But 41-26 in the second quarter. Third quarter stats for the Knicks. 35-27. The final score in this game was 137-98 in favor of the New York Knickerbockers, led by Brunson's 35. If the Knicks win game 2 on Wednesday, which I think they are, because everybody's like, oh, what's the key to beating them in game 2? We already know what y'all going to do in game 2. Philly, y'all going to try to double up Brunson because he was cooking y'all in the first half. That's only going to leave players like Bridges and Mikal Bridges. This is the Mikal Bridges I need to see during these playoffs. Yeah, he was rough in the Atlanta series, but in that last game, they cooked Atlanta. They woke up and said, look, we the damn Knicks. We playing the Hawks. I got tired of seeing Lil Boosie and the Atlanta Hawks thinking that they were going to do something against our Knicks. Are you crazy? They shut up now. This is the version of Mikal Bridges that I need to see moving forward in these playoffs. If we get this version of Mikal Bridges and Cat keep doing what he's doing against Embiid in game 1, and if we get one game in Philly, you might as well bring out the brooms because y'all getting cooked. Y'all couldn't even get to 100 points in this game. And everybody's like, oh, it's just one game. It's just one game. If the Knicks do this again to y'all Wednesday night and y'all go 2-0, everybody's like, oh, man, you believe in the hype. You're doing it again. You're being like every Knicks fan saying that y'all going to the finals and y'all counting Philly out. They still got Joel Embiid. They got a chance. They got Paul George. They got Maxey. They got Edgecombe. Who on y'all bench? Andre Drummond. Who else is on y'all bench? Quentin Grimes, a former Knick. Who else is on Philly bench? Y'all heard what I said about the Knicks, but the Knicks got depth. They got a whole starting five on their bench. And everybody's like, oh, fire the coach. Fire the coach. Nah, it's not the coach's fault. The coach is just coaching. He's doing his job. It's the players that's stepping up. It's the defensive schemes. And the Knicks, every time they play Philly, it's a cat. It's a cat and dog. Same with the Giants and the Eagles. It's like cat and dog. These two cities can't stand each other. It's interesting to see what's going to happen tonight with Detroit and Cleveland, and it has to start with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. Now, like I said, James Harden escaped that Game 7 through the skin of his teeth. Y'all playing in Detroit tonight. If y'all let Tobias Harris, if y'all let Tobias Harris drop 30 on y'all again, nah, it's impossible for it to happen. We don't want to see it. But everybody's talking about who has a chance to go to the finals. In the West, I see both series going to Game 7 because the West got some dogs. Wemby is on another planet. 12 blocks, come on. But Ant-Man and Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert are former Defensive Player of the Year. Okay? I see this series going to 7 games. And if I had to pick who's going to the Western Conference Finals in this series, I got to give it to Minnesota because Jaden McDaniels is the best wingman in the NBA. And when Minnesota drafted him and picked him up, and you got Conley coming off the bench hitting threes, you got Ant-Man. If he comes back healthy, and you got Randall dropping 20, and Gobert giving you numbers, at least a double-double, this is going to be a tough series for the Spurs and vice versa for the Timberwolves because De'Aaron Fox is still young and they got shooters. They got Castle over there and Wemby. This team can be dangerous moving forward. And I picked this is my favorite series of these four other than Knicks and Sixers because I see superstars are Ant-Man and Victor Wembanyama, and they're going to put on a show for their city. So if I had to pick a winner of this series, shout out to my brother Antoine. You know what I'm saying? If I had to pick a winner of this series, I got to give it to the Spurs. Because 12 blocks and Victor Wembanyama, that's crazy. And I think that's too much for Rudy Gobert to handle. And like I said, if he start getting hot, at least getting him behind Victor Wembanyama behind the three-point line, and he had at least 3 of them, Minnesota, y'all going to get cooked the next game. I don't see Wemby going 0 of 8 and 2 games in a row behind the 3. I think he wakes up. I think he smartens up and stay in the paint a little bit. But he still gave y'all 15 rebounds and 12 blocks. That is nuts, y'all. I'm picking the Spurs in 7 in this series. But Minnesota, y'all got y'all hands full. Lakers and OKC is the issue for me because as a LeBron fan, I want to see the Lakers succeed, but it's going to be tough against OKC because they got Holmgren, they got SGA, they got Lou Dort, they got J Dub. OKC is the defending champions. They trying to go back to back like Golden State. This ain't the six. Y'all better stay up there like y'all Drake. That rhymed. But they trying to match up with Golden State. The problem with for OKC with me is they bench. Yeah, they got shooters on their bench, but are they going to stay consistent? We know SGA is going to give you 30. We know OKC is a different animal at home. But if the Lakers still are at least one of these games on the road, y'all in trouble. And everybody was saying, like, if the Lakers pull this off, will this solidify LeBron's legacy and tie him with Michael Jordan? Or will you put him on your Mount Rushmores with some of the greats? Here's my answer for that. If LeBron James and the Lakers somehow pull this off and they go to the Western Conference Finals against either the Timberwolves or the Spurs, and y'all get a healthy Luka back, Lakers got a chance to go to the NBA Finals, y'all, and y'all heard it from me. But it starts with that backcourt. It starts with this game here. And I'm not talking about seeing what LeBron and Austin Reeves is going to do. My problem is the rest of the team for the Lakers. What are we going to see tonight from DeAndre Ayton? Everybody knows the history of DeAndre Ayton. What version of DeAndre Ayton are we going to see tonight? Is Rui Hachimura going to get hot one game and stay cold the next game? Consistency. What are we going to see from Marcus Smart? That was another smart pick that the Lakers picked up because they needed help on defense. What are we going to see from Marcus Smart tonight? What are we going to see from Luke Kennard? Y'all traded for Luke Kennard. What are we going to see from Luke Kennard tonight? What are we going to get from LeBron James tonight? Because you know SGA going to drop 30. He could do that in his sleep. It's what the rest of the team is going to do. It's DeAndre Ayton. You got Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren on you. This is going to be tough. Both teams got dogs. Let's see what's going to happen. Detroit and Cleveland. I'm conflicted about this series because of James Harden. I don't know what we're going to see from him. I don't know what's going to happen in game one tonight. What version of Donovan Mitchell are we going to see? Is he going to give us 27? Or is he going to do what he did in the Raptors game? You're going to stay hot at home, but on the road, you giving us 16 points, 13 points this game, going 1 for 8 from 3, or 3 for 17 from here. Another thing is free throws for the Cavs. They haven't been consistent behind the free throw line. Same with the Pistons, other than Cade Cunningham. What are we going to see from Detroit tonight? I don't think we're going to see Tobias Harris dropping 31 again tonight. I just don't see it. We might get that from Cade, but Tobias Harris, no. What are we gonna get from Amen Thompson tonight? Can he get you at least 18? I don't think so. I'm excited for Wednesday night game two, Knicks and 76ers. 76ers, y'all got cooked in game one, just like the Atlanta Hawks did. And the Knicks with this blowout is setting history with putting up these numbers. A buck 37 to 98. Who messing with us right now? The Knicks is one of the hottest teams in the Eastern Conference. And can they keep this up? I think they can. What's up, my brother? What's up, my
What's good,
brother? We talking New York Knicks right now. Last
man?
night, MSG, Madison
Man,
Square Garden. Come on,
man.
man.
Yeah, the Knicks is getting hot at the right time.
Yes.
They, um, Jalen Brunson is playoff Brunson again. Man, what else can I say? I feel weird because people are saying that we're the odds-on favorite going to the finals, and I don't want people to say that yet. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I know even though Detroit's inexperienced, they might, and I think Detroit might lose that series. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks better do what they have, especially in the Garden. We have home court advantage. Do what you got to do in the Garden. All
Yeah.
right, we'll worry about Philly on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And you hear what's
Hmm.
going on. You hear what's going on Philly. They're trying to bar people, especially people like us from New York, to buy tickets in Philly. Like you try to buy a ticket, they want to know your zip code and stuff. I had to go get my man's zip code who lives in Philly so I could buy tickets to go to the game in Philly. It's crazy right now. Like they really do not want New York Knicks fans in Philly because they know we're going to take it over, and they know we'll
Yeah.
bring them. They'll know we'll bring the momentum. And B, he looks like he's playing hurt to me, so I don't know how long he's going to stand. But like, Cat needs to handle his business. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Cat, handle your business. Or Embiid is going to do Embiid shit. Just shut down everybody else, and we will be fine. You know what I'm saying?
That start, and I'm glad you said that because and to me, it starts with Cat. But
Hmm.
last night, like I said, on the defensive end, Josh Hart, and a lot of people don't give Josh Hart his flowers. He getting them today because he stepped up on the defensive end and grabbing that steal. That steal last night set the tone for the Knicks in the second quarter. To put up
Uh-huh.
41 today, 26 in the second quarter, Josh Hart, and when they put in McBride and Jordan Clarkson.
Hmm.
Them two got to get their flowers too, especially McBride. McBride is a kid that is a dog, and he's not afraid to throw the ball in the air. That's and a lot of people say this about the Knicks. The Knicks got depth on their bench, and I said that. That's all the Knicks needed is a little depth on their bench. So when they brought in Jose Alvarado to help Burton on the defensive end, and you see a Deuce McBride doing what he's doing, and you see Big Bobby Brunson doing what he's doing, if the Knicks get one game in Philly, it's over.
Excuse me. Check this out.
Now you good.
Shut up. Look, you already know why, Matt. There's a reason why Thibodeau got fired. Thibodeau got fired because he didn't use his bench. So you know what that means, Knicks? That means if you don't make it to the finals this year, this whole season's a dub, right? Because we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. You don't have Boston to worry about. Boston's out of here this year. Handle your business. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Detroit and Cleveland. I
All
see
right.
this series.
Yeah. I'll speak.
I see this series going to Game 7, and here's why. Cade Cunningham is a stud. The problem with me is the rest of the team. The Tobias Harrises, the Amir Thompsons, the Jared Durans. Durant only get his points inside the paint. He's not a shooter like these big men. And like I said, some of these big men think they Rasheed Wallace.
Mhm.
Stop it.
My
Play
pro- you know
your
my
game. Play the way you play.
my
Y'all don't need
problem
to
is
pop the three all the time.
my problem is Cunningham, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cunningham is great. He's doing his thing. If he falls again and punctures another lung or whatever, they're done. They're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they put pressure on him to the point where, let's say he falls trying to get a rebound, or he's diving for a loose ball and he punctures his lung again, he's done. And like I said, they're his only option. So I see Cleveland going by, and I see Cleveland go. Oh man, I got so much stuff to say about Cleveland. It's not even funny because I don't think.
I'm,
I, okay, what you about to say?
I don't think that.
No,
Here's
because
my
I say,
problem with the Cavs.
yeah.
My problem with the Cavs is consistency. Can Donovan Mitchell and James Harden stay consistent?
I'm gonna tell you.
You,
I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I'm on pause. I'm on the Knicks ass this year. You better do something this year because I'm telling you right now, you don't have to worry about Cleveland next year. You don't have to worry about Cleveland next year. Because yeah, I don't care what nobody says. Or oh no, you just saying nah. They're getting LeBron next year. LeBron is going back home next year. You know what I'm saying? For the
hmm
cheap or the low. Because I wasn't on my break yet when he was talking about LeBron's legacy and all that stuff.
right?
He has to get another ring before he retires. At least one more ring. He won't beat
Yes,
Jordan with the GOAT conversation and stuff like that. But like you could say that he's neck and neck with Kobe because he has five, or Tim
yes,
Duncan because he has five and stuff like that. Like I give um LeBron his props because I see the backup singers that you brought to the finals. I already saw, especially the first elimination with the Heat. We can all say he was doing that by himself. We all know that. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Um, damn, what he got? Three? No, he has four.
He has four.
So he has three with the Heat. No. He has two with the Heat, one with Cleveland, and one with LA. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah,
I'm getting. I forgot that he got one with Cleveland. How did I forget that one? That was the best one he got.
that was the best one he got. Coming back from 3-1 to win that
Yeah,
series, that was the best one he got.
that was the best one. That's when we started talking about GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? But the Knicks better do it this year because Cleveland is coming. LeBron will be a Cavalier. So Knicks, y'all better do something this year. Knicks, the highway is open for y'all right now. You're not worried.
The lane is wide open.
You're not worried about Boston. Detroit is on their last leg right now, and Cleveland is not Cleveland right now. Cleveland is not going to be the juggernaut until next year. You know what I'm saying? And then you still got to worry about teams like Charlotte. Charlotte might be a playoff team next year. Like it might be a 16 next year, and
Yeah.
be in the buzz of somebody's ear. You know what I'm saying? Might take down a three seed. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
We was in the playoffs this year that it'll be the first time that we would have lost the number one and number two seed in the first round. We was
in the
this
first
close.
round.
We was this close to seeing both the number one and the number two seed falling in the first round. Thank God Detroit woke up in game 6 and 7. But if they didn't wake
Yes,
up, shit, we'll be talking about Orlando. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
And
yes.
shit.
We would.
And we know how the Knicks rock in Orlando. That's Madison Square Garden. People talk about Atlanta was Madison Square Garden South. Orlando is Madison Square Garden South. And this is from
Yes, it is.
somebody who goes to Orlando. Ain't nothing but Knicks fans in it. Nothing but Knicks fans in Orlando.
My problem, like I said, consistency with the Cavs. We don't know what James Harden we gonna get. What version of Donovan Mitchell we gonna get? He lucky he escaped this game 7 throughout the skin of his teeth. And the reason why Cleveland is in the position, it's not because of Donovan Mitchell. It's not because of James Harden. Listen to the name I'm about to say, and you probably will never hear this name ever again if he does something spectacular in this series. You ready for this name?
Okay.
Jared Allen.
Yeah, I'll probably never hear that name again.
Jared Allen is the reason why the Cavaliers are in the position to play tonight. Because if he didn't play like that and Detroit was coming, or whoever y'all was playing, Toronto was cooking y'all. Scotty Barnes was cooking y'all. I'm sorry. And RJ Barrett, and they got that young kid that was cooking y'all behind the 3 point line. Y'all was this close for going home. We would have been talking about the Toronto Raptors right now instead of the Cavaliers if Jared Allen didn't step up in that game 7.
You're right about that.
Like you said, Knicks, we gotta. It's wide open for us. It's wide open for us.
Right.
All we
Open.
gotta do is just keep going straight. Keep going straight, and let's
So,
just and take it.
I got some stuff to say too. All right. I don't need no new. All right. If you from outside New York, you can say what you want. It is what it is. You from New York. Do not talk shit about the Knicks. And I'm talking about Cameron. You was on first take talking greasy about our Knicks this morning. Greasy. I was like, man,
Greasy.
I wish it was a call up show. How you talking that nonsense about the? Well, I don't care. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals and they was naming blocks out. Yo, shut up.
Yeah, shut up, Cameron.
Just shut up. Wait till the season's over before you critique them. You up there, you the way you was talking is like you want them to fail.
Like you
And the
riding
crazy,
us off already.
yeah, and you know, like you played ball with Stephon Marbury in high school. You
Nah,
done this.
you know what I was saying when I heard all that. I don't mean to interrupt y'all. I
Yeah.
No,
was
you
like,
good.
yo, you know what? Worry about Jay Uso whooping your ass at SummerSlam than to be
Oh,
sitting there
Word.
talking shit about the Knicks. And I fuck
oh,
with Cam, but that time I was like,
I
nah,
was
bro.
hot. Son,
I hated it,
son,
bro.
son. I
Yeah, he
hate
was
it. That's
talking
why
greasy.
I was so happy when Jacob Fatu was like, "Yo, I heard you got beef with Jay." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, yeah.
But
You
yeah,
saw
when
how
you
he
talking
looked. Yeah, you shut up then.
you shut up. Yo, shut the hell up. Do not. Yo, there's gonna be no. If you now, mind you, like I said, if you outside New York, you have the right to say what you want. If you from the five boroughs, you have no right. There's no Nick slander that's coming out your mouth. There's people gonna come see you, son. It's real talk right now.
And another thing Cameron did that I didn't like, he was like, "Oh, I'm a Spurs fan, but oh, I like this team too." Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
And when he became a
This is coming from a
program.
Spurs. This is coming from a Spurs fan who was wearing Celtics gear. Look what happened to the Celtics.
Yeah. And when he became a Spurs fan.
Hmm.
But yo, that remind me of a dude. I have a partner of mine, known him a long time, as long as I know Jamel. How you an Indiana Pacers fan? That really? So you really walking the street saying that? Shit? You really jocking them? Come on, son. Damn. And the crazy joint about that joint is like, yo, everything else in life, we stuck. Yo, Dame is talking nonsense about you, and I'm like, nah, Dame is doing too much. Can't be talking about Killer like that. You know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. Then you have the nerve to talk greasy about the Knicks. Stop it, man. I know you. I understand you was trying to embarrass Stephen A. Smith, which was funny as hell, and you put out the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Stephen A. He wishy washy like an MF. We know that,
I was about
Yes, he
to say.
is.
huh?
I was about to say that. I was like, yeah, Stephen A. the last person that need to talk.
Yeah, he wishy washy.
Yeah.
He wishy washy like a motherfucker for real. Like yo,
Mm-hmm.
you 1 week your arches blue sky. Matter of fact, the reason I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to say nothing because maybe it was his fault. I'm like, good. Have you noticed since Stephen A. did that rant about if you lose the first round, everybody need to be fired? They haven't lost since.
They haven't lost since.
They haven't lost. Not only they haven't lost, they've been beating them by 25 points per game.
Shout out Dan Housen.
Yeah,
Shout out Dan Housen.
Shout out Dan Housen.
That part.
Like, let me tell you something. I mean, anybody that's in the know. Tyrese Halliburton father came to my job. I was in that man's face. Pause. I was in that man's face talking junk. I said, don't come to my city with that nonsense.
You
I
don't
don't
even
care
know
who
them.
you are. I don't care who you are. I listen. One thing about the three of us on this podcast, we ride for New York. We don't. Don't get it twisted. It's all right if you want to like another team. That I get it, but I bleed everything New York. Antoine bleed everything New York. Reggie bleed everything New York. This is what we do.
That's all we
I
done.
hate those wish-washy fans, bro. I hate.
I don't like it either. And I'm glad y'all said that. They're like, oh, I was a Pacers fan. Since when? Oh, I was an OKC fan. Since when?
One
Hey,
thing,
Reggie.
I'm gonna just take it back to our childhood real quick,
Hey,
and
I was about to.
I'm gonna give Reg his credit. Reg is a LeBron James fan,
Yes, I
so
am.
wherever LeBron James went, he went to that team because of LeBron James. He's like, yo, I'm a LeBron James fan, so wherever he play with, I'm a rock with. But at the end of the day, I am still a New York fan.
Well, yeah. Let me tell you. Okay, like case in point, and I'm showing you our age because Reggie was younger then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my number one player of all times is Michael Jordan. No ifs, ands, or
Facts,
buts. No
Facts.
problem. Yeah, that's my player. Except when he plays against the Knicks.
Yep.
I
Listen,
don't give two
bro,
shits about him
Yeah.
when he plays
bro.
Yeah.
against the Knicks.
Let me piggyback off of that.
Uh huh.
These two brothers know I was Kobe through and through
Yep.
until he played the Knicks.
Play the
He was
Knicks.
all
Yep.
types of rapists. And I don't mean to talk about the dead. Rest in peace, Kobe. But when it came to the Knicks, it was like, nah, nah, I don't fuck with you after that.
Yo, if he play against
That's
the
me into this. That's not to cut you. That's me to this day. I'm a LeBron James fan until he plays
He
the
plays the
Knicks.
nah, there's no love, sir. Matter of fact, I can say the maddest I ever was, and I don't know, Reggie, I don't know, you probably remember this, but I know Jamel remember this.
Mm.
So Jordan retired, right? Jordan
Mhm.
came back. When Jordan came back, the first couple of days, the first couple of games, he wasn't Jordan. He
He
was
stunk.
he's stuck, right? So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, so I'm up there like, yeah, Jordan might not got it again, and all this other stuff. I was like, yo, maybe it was a bad idea for him to come back, whatever, whatever. Son, Reggie, the first game he started cooking was against the Knicks. That's when he dropped that 55. If I tell you, I was so fucking pissed. I'm like, you
And
wait until the
and
Knicks to show your
and
ass? Yeah.
was I not? If I'm not mistaken, please correct me. Wasn't he rocking 45 at that time? And when he
And he
came
was
to
just,
when
yeah,
he came
and
to
he,
the Garden, he put on 23 and bust our
no, no, no,
ass.
no. No. He still had 45 on when he dropped the double nickel game. He still had
Oh, he
45
did?
on.
Get
Yeah,
out of
Yeah,
here.
he did.
he had
Yeah, he didn't.
45 on.
He had 45 on. He didn't change to 23 until he played against Orlando, and
Orlando
Okay.
Nick,
in the
yeah, and then Nick
playoffs.
in the playoffs, and Nick Anderson said that shit about him, and he changed his number
Yes.
back to
And he
23.
changed his number
Okay.
back to
Got
23.
you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that
but
series.
when he dropped when he dropped 55, he still had 45 on his chest. That's why I was like,
That's
oh
Yeah.
come on, my guy.
crazy.
He had 45 on his. I'm like, yo, he wasn't even 23. He was 45 and dropped 55. I'm like, come on, my guy.
And it
You
had to be
wait.
against us.
It
It
was
had to,
in the
you had to do
guard.
that against us. You're like, yeah.
And this is how no,
Yeah.
we gonna take it back. We gonna take it back again. Antoine remember this shit too, bro. That year that we had another wide open lane and we made it to the finals.
Oh,
And who we ran across? We ran across the twin fucking towers.
oh, you mean 99? Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's so funny?
David
Listen,
Robinson and Tim Duncan.
see, I wasn't upset about 99 because remember, we went to the finals as an 8 seed. We was on borrowed time. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Remember, we was on borrowed time, and that what made me mad about 99 was y'all gave all your money to Allen Houston because of that damn
Thank you.
shot.
I was just about to
That
say
one
that. I was
shot.
just about to say that. I was just
That
about to say
one
that. You took
shot.
the words right out my mouth. Thank you
You
for
should have
saying
gave.
that. I want you
You should
to.
have.
I want you to repeat that for the viewers
So you
watching.
gave. Yo, you should have. Yo, you should have put your money on Sprewell, son. That was Sprewell's team. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You give the money to what's name, and so okay, you made it to the finals. We lost. We was on borrowed time. What hurt my heart was 94. That hurt our heart because we had the Rockets, son.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had the Rockets. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I'm gonna tell you. You know who I blame, motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you who I blame. You talk about Danhausen. I blame motherfucking OJ. Fuck you, OJ Simpson. And I'm talking bad about today. Fuck out of here. Fuck you, OJ Simpson. Because remember with the Chase, that was the last game the Knicks won. We lost game
Yeah.
6 and we lost game
Yeah.
7. We
Yeah.
won game 5. And the crazy part about game 5, we didn't get to see game 5 because we was watching OJ bitch ass Simpson getting chased by cops.
Chase my
Reggie,
cops.
son, if I tell you, if I tell you, I never seen this, and they have never did it since. They interrupted a finals game for OJ Chase.
For OJ case, I remember
Come
that.
on, son, that's wild,
Yeah.
son. We interrupt the finals. You interrupt the finals, my guy.
And
For
then
OJ
another
Simpson.
another thing that almost happened. Because we gonna talk about it since we brought up MJ. The year we almost not OJ, since we talking about Michael. The year
Mhm.
we almost got Michael Jordan on that team. If we would have got Michael Jordan on that Knicks team, I guarantee you we would have had that ring.
Yep. Yep.
But that's just the Knicks. How many people we almost got?
Bro, that's
If
a
I
whole
name
other
the
show.
sir, if I
That
can
is
name
a
the
whole
list,
nother show.
look, if I name the list of people that we almost got, and the
Talk
last two
about
I
it.
can think of, the last two I can think about is Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. We would have had both of them. They were supposed to be
Now,
next.
really? Do we
No,
really want Kevin Durant?
no,
But
at
Do we
that
bro,
time.
really
honestly,
want
No, 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 no,
KD?
no,
no,
no.
let's
At
even
that time. At that
no, but
time.
let's even take it further, bro. We almost had Steph Curry.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, the way they was thinking then they wanted everything now. They wanted now. They was like, oh, they put all their eggs in one basket and wound up shitting themselves. Who else we passed up? We passed up on Ja Morant,
Yeah.
Steph Curry,
Yeah.
Zion Williamson, but whatever.
Nah, fuck all that. Metal World Peace. Ron Artest.
Yep.
We gotta draft him. This is the draft. This is the draft. We could have had him and we turned him down.
Yep.
But we drafted players like Kristaps Porzingis.
No, that wasn't a bad deal.
That wasn't a bad deal.
I was happy about that.
You know what the bad deal was? Letting him go.
That
was bad. Hey, we made fun of him because we didn't know his name and shit. And he started playing.
We was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Number 6 was doing his thing.
Nah, you know what? I'll tell you what a bad deal was. What was his name? Frank
White?
No, you stupid.
Frank White?
What was his name? Frank Nicotella or something like that?
Yeah,
yeah.
Man, when I tell you I cussed out Phil Jackson, I was like, really, Nick? This is what we doing?
Okay.
Frank Ntilikina is what he's talking about.
No.
Frank Ntilikina.
Since we all Knicks fans and shit, name the top 5 fuck-ups in Knicks history. Like, moments in Knicks history like, yo, you should have never did this
number 1 here, that gotta be that Figaro, Patrick, you were missed. How you miss a Figaro you by yourself?
Not really. Only reason I won't put that in top 5 because I learned later that Patrick Ewing was extremely hurt and he couldn't jump. Yeah. That's the only reason I won't put that in. But if I didn't know he was hurt, I would have said that top 5. Name another one.
Drafted Frank Ntilikina.
All right.
Because he ain't do nothing.
I'll say that first of all, I don't know what was worse. The Phil Jackson era or the Isaiah Thomas era.
The Isaiah Thomas era was the Isaiah Thomas era, hands down.
That shit son, you had 2 Hall of Famers that couldn't do shit with this team. My bad. Isaiah was worse because he got sexual harassment charges on him too. I forgot about that shit. He cost the Knicks a lot of money. Matter of fact, this is how dumb the Knicks are. Piss me off right now. I'm pissed right now. People forgot that Isaiah Thomas bought the CBA, the entire league, and bankrupt that shit. And then you're gonna hire this man? You're gonna hire him after he before the G League people, we have thing called the CBA. It was the Continental Basketball Association. That's how you used to get players. You know, before the G League, it was the CBA. He bought the entire CBA, every team in the CBA, and bankrupt the league. That's why we have the G League.
Yeah. Another terrible nickname to me, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, hiring Mike Woodson as a coach. What the hell was Mike Woodson going to do?
He wasn't that bad, bro. He wasn't. Mike Woodson wasn't bad. We definitely had worse.
Hold on. Well, I already said one a long time ago. Giving Allen Houston that money. That was whack.
Yeah.
They fucked up.
All right. Worst Knick coach.
Oh shit.
Worst Knick coach.
If I say it, you're not gonna like it.
No, No, say it.
If
I'm gonna have to go up.
if I say it for the reason why, you be like, yeah, you're right.
Go ahead.
Pat Riley. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hmm.
You gave us so much hope, then you leave us and go to the ops. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you left. You went to the ops. That's like you did some Bill Belichick shit. You left the
Well,
Jets to go to the Patriots. No.
yep.
And then when we see what you did with the Heat, you could have did that shit with the Knicks.
Yep.
That's like every championship the Heat ever got is because of Pat Riley. They got what, 3 or 4? 3?
Yep.
They have 3. Yeah, they have
4.
3 championships. 4.
No, they got
Every
4.
no, they only have 3
They got 3.
because LeBron got 2,
Oh,
and
okay.
when
It would have
Wayne
been.
Wayne,
It would have been 3 if they would have beat Dallas.
yeah,
That's what
would
I'm
have been,
thinking about. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 And they first one, that's when Shaq got his 4th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who
That's
you think is the
crazy.
worst? Who you think is the worst coach?
I'm really
Besides
trying to
Isaiah
Isaiah
think.
Thomas.
Thomas.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
besides Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas.
He was bad, bro.
He
He
was,
was
but check it out. But his defense. What Hall of Famer or big time player was a great coach? I can only name one.
Doc Rivers.
Doc
He
Rivers.
was. He's a Hall of Fame coach. He wasn't a Hall of Fame player to me.
Oh no, he sucked. Okay, I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Who you got?
Larry Bird when he coached Indiana.
Yeah.
Yo, I forgot he coached Indiana.
He
Yeah,
owned it. He owned that team.
He coached Indiana.
yeah, when he coached
Yeah.
Indiana, and then when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals with Reggie Miller and all, I think matter of fact, they went to the finals and
They
lost to
went
the
to the
finals.
finals.
And he took them to the finals
Yeah.
and lost. Yeah.
Want to know who they lost to?
Oh yeah, that part.
Want to know
Yeah.
who they lost to? Because they wasn't playing.
Yeah, they wasn't playing,
Oh
but yeah,
no!
yeah. But he was the head coach of Indiana.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the only Hall. Because I remember when Magic Johnson tried to be coach, that was disastrous.
Oh god.
Yep.
Yeah, that was disastrous. Like most good ass coaches was role players like Nate McMillan and even
Mhm.
Brian
Phil
Shaw.
Jackson. Yeah, Brian Shaw, or even Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was a role player for the Knicks. He wasn't the
Mm-hmm.
guy. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr was a role player. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, he made the shot, but he was a role player. He was the second coming of John Paxson. Yeah, what the hell
Now
what happened
listen,
there?
I'm not jinxing this. I'm not jinxing the situation, but and I think my brothers on here can agree with me on this. If for some reason, and I'm not jinxing it, if for some reason the Knicks don't do it this year, go talk to Mark Jackson, please.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. I want to know why he's blackballed.
Go talk to Mark Jackson. I don't get. Listen, man, listen.
No, I really want to know why. No, like let's be real. Let's be real. Mark
Because
Jackson built. Mark
nobody's
Jackson
touching
built.
him. Pause.
Yeah. And Mark Jackson built the current Golden State team.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
He built that team. All that Steve Kerr. No, that was Mark Jackson's play. Yo, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. Those are all Mark Jackson's players. Steve Kerr
Yep.
came and just won championship with them. He built that team. So you can't
Yep.
tell me that If he can't do that at Golden State, he can't do that somewhere else.
Of course he can.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a dollar, brother. Damn,
I
you gotta
mean,
love New York, sir.
oh yeah, man. I mean,
I'm in the
maybe
middle of a podcast.
he's
They begging on
asking
Teddy.
for too much. I don't know.
I heard it was because of his religious beliefs.
That's a stupid reason because a lot of
That's
these
a
I know.
coaches are Trump supporters, but we're not going to go into
yeah.
that.
Well, we ain't gonna, we ain't gonna
We
go there.
ain't going to go into that.
Yeah, well, you can't praise the Lord these days. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the team in like um prayer service and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Mark Jackson, come on, son. It's Mark Jackson. He could tell you that. Matter of fact, even if he's not, even if he's not a coach, why he's not a general manager or president? Matter of fact, case in point, how's Mike Dunleavy Jr., president of basketball operations for Golden State? He wasn't even a good player. He was a high
No, he
player,
wasn't. He was all right.
and he sucked worse as a coach.
Mm-mm.
You got on there because of your father. Mike Dunleavy was the man, not Junior.
You know who also did that? Luke Walton and his son. Stop it.
Well, yeah, Luke Walton got. Oh Lord, Luke Walton. Boy. I forgot
No.
he used to coach. Matter of fact, he had two coaching gigs because he coached in Sacramento, and was even
Yep.
worse than. Oh God, my goodness, man, we're bringing up names, people. We are bringing
Mm.
up names.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. But at least his father never. Did his father coach? I don't think his father coached.
Patrick Ewing didn't coach, right? He never
Huh?
coached. He never
Who?
coached, right?
Who? Patrick
Who?
Ewing?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
coached for
He
Georgetown.
coached on. No. He coached for Georgetown, but he did coach the Orlando Magic once upon a time.
No, he was an
Mm.
assistant coach for many teams in the NBA, and Orlando was one of them. But I'm
Okay,
talking about as a head
he
coach.
was never a coach though.
No, head
No.
coach he only did for Georgetown. But like, he's like what's his name now? He's like Sam Cassell right now. Sam Cassell he's been an assistant coach forever.
On the
Oh damn, what's
Milwaukee
my
Bucks.
nah, he's in Boston right now. I just saw him lose last week. He's in Boston right now.
Mm.
Matter of fact, who's in Milwaukee right now? No, he's not in Milwaukee. Oh, God Sham God. Where's he at now?
Mm-hmm.
Because last time I knew he was assistant coach for Dallas. I just saw him. Either he's in Minnesota or something. Like people, if y'all don't know who God Sham God is, all them people that's doing that step, that's because of him. Go
Hmm.
look it up. Go on YouTube and type in God Sham God. Um, where did he used to play for? Providence. Son,
Mm.
when he gave Bobby Hurley that, ooh, Lord, man. Mm.
Mm. But yo,
I'm,
I'm going back in the back again.
go
Whenever
hand me
you
a
ready
beer.
to wrap it up, June, you go ahead and wrap it
Oh,
up.
we're about to wrap up right now. But
Yeah,
before
go
we
ahead, brother.
wrap up,
Go
give me
ahead.
your picks for tonight. Who you got in game one? Lakers and Thunder. Who you see winning this game?
Well, they're in OKC. It's going to be
Yes,
the
they are.
Thunder. It's going to be the Thunder. I give OKC a gentleman's sweep, meaning that Lakers is going to beat them one time. I don't know where. Lakers going to beat them one time. I'd be shocked if LeBron handles his business and they beat him in game one. You know what I'm saying? Who's the second game?
You got Detroit and Cleveland. Who takes it tonight?
Oh, Cleveland. Detroit's on the side. Detroit is lucky they got past Orlando.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I'm sorry. Matter of fact, that's another thing about Orlando. Yeah, fired the coach for what?
Yeah.
For what?
That
He
was a
almost
bad
did the,
move.
that was a bad move. He almost did the impossible. He almost
Yeah.
did the impossible. You know what
Now
I'm
I
saying?
can
But
see him going to a team like the Kings and making them better. We'll see. Folks, Tune in next week, same time, same place. We're
Oh, thank you for
talking.
putting me on.
Oh, you gonna be on next week too, because we
All
talking
right.
game twos next week. We got Knicks and 76ers game two Wednesday night. We talking about that. We talking Lakers OKC. We talking Spurs.
You coming
And
back
we
on Tuesday?
talking Minnesota Tuesday. Next Tuesday, same time, same
Oh,
place.
by then the Knicks have already played Philly and Philly,
Yep.
and I think they play Game 4 that same night.
That same night is game
Yeah,
four.
this is gonna be epic. Tune in
Tune in next
because
week.
we got some
Until
shit to
then,
talk about.
we got some stuff to talk about. Until then, I'll see y'all next time. Peace and love,
Peace,
man. We
brother.
out.
All right.